Good evening, our beloved active senior supervisor, Mr. Hanafi, Mr. Rida, our supervisor. Thank you for this opportunity to participate again with you. We are Sandmark English staff and we will talk about how to teach a perfect reading lesson. Number 1. What is reading skills? Importance of reading skills. Reading skills refers to the ability to understand written text. It's advisable to develop this skill at early age of schooling. When students comprehend or understand written text and combine their understanding with prior knowledge, they are able to perform the following 3 reading comprehension skills.
Teach the alphabet. The first step in learning to read is recognizing the letters of the alphabet. Use a poster, chalkboard, or notebook to write or display the alphabet. Go over the letters with the student until he or she learns them all. Use the alphabet song to help the student to remember. Have fun with the alphabet. Your student will learn more easily if their ABCs become a fun part of their daily routine. Once the student knows the alphabet in order, challenge him or her by writing several times out of order and ask them to recall the letters. You can also name one of the letters and ask the students to point it out. When teaching a child, start by teaching his or her the letters of their own name. This makes learning the letters personal and important, because it is something important the child his own name. The child owns his learning and will be excited by it.
Teach sounds. Once your student is familiar with the alphabet, you will need to teach them the sounds of each letter. Learning the name of the letter isn't enough, as a letter may be pronounced differently depending on the word. For example, the G sound in the word green is different from the G sound in the word giraffe. Once the student has mastered the sounds of individual letters, they can practice blending letter sounds together to form words. This knowledge of basic sounds of spoken language and their ability to be manipulated to form different words is known as phonemic awareness. Go over each letter and teach the sounds that the letter makes. Give examples of words that start with each letter and ask the student to give examples as well. You can also try starting a word and asking the student which letter it starts with.
Number 3. Teach short one-syllable words. Introduce your students to basic reading by showing them 2 or 3 letter one-syllable words. Beginners tend to do best with words that have a consonant vowel consonant pattern such as cat, dog. Start by asking the students to read a simple one-syllable word such as sit. Have the students name each letter, then attempt to read the word. If the students make a mistake, ask again what sound this letter makes. The students will reflect and either remember or have to be reminded. When the word is read successfully, congratulate the student. Repeat this process with other simple one-syllable words. Once a list of about 5 words is created, go back to the first word and see if the students can read it more quickly. Continue to introduce more words gradually, introducing longer and more complex words.
Number 4. Teach sight words. Sight words are words that need to be learned by heart as they diverge from the normal rules of spelling. Many sight words such as father and friend are also high frequency words. For this reason, it's very important that readers are able to instantly recognize these words when they come across them in a text. Repetition is key to sight word acquisition. Beginners reader should be given the opportunity to read and write a new sight word multiple times. The repetitive reading of the text featuring certain sight words is one good strategy for helping students commit these words to memory.
Build vocabulary. A student's reading vocabulary is defined as the number of words that they know and understand as they read. Expanding your students' vocabulary is an integral part of teaching them how to read. The wider their vocabulary, the more advanced texts they will be able to read and comprehend. You can help your student to improve their vocabulary in several ways. Read with your student daily. For example, you could have story time after lunch or before bed. Read to them and have them read back. When you are reading, help them follow along. Encourage them to read as much as possible and to vary the type of text they read. When reading, ask your students to underline any words they don't know. Then, you can explain or help them look them up in the meaning in the dictionary later. Teach them the definitions of words or other attributes of words, such as the meanings of common roots, prefixes, and suffixes.
Build fluency. Fluency is the ability to read quickly and accurately with appropriate rhythm, intonation, and expression. Beginner readers don't possess this ability. As a result, they often struggle through texts that are beyond their comfort level. Without fluency, a reader will focus all of their energies on correctly pronouncing the words in front of them, rather than absorbing their meaning. When this happens, the reader fails to understand the meaning of the text, making the ability to read it pointless. That's why building fluency is so important. Some non-fluent readers will hesitate when reading, unable to sound out words or figure out punctuation. Others will read without expression or changing their tone, rushing through the words without thinking about their meaning. The best way to promote fluency in beginner readers is through repeated reading. In repeated reading, the student reads a passage many times while the teacher provides feedback about speed and accuracy levels, helps with problem words, and demonstrates fluent reading. Help your student improve fluency by finding a text they enjoy. They will be better enjoy rereading a favorite text.